Imagine being in control of a vehicle that can outperform a jet airliner in terms of speed, cost, and wow factor. Now picture having more than one of these vehicles. That's the truth for some of the top NFL stars who have the means and the taste to purchase the priciest and most opulent supercars available. These are the cars that cost more than your life. In this video, we're going to show you 15 NFL players who own supercars that'll blow your mind. Are you ready to see some of the sickest cars ever? Let's go! 15. Earl Thomas McLaren 600 LT. McLaren 600 LT. The Baltimore Ravens signed safety Earl Thomas to a 4-year, $55 million contract in 2019. He enjoys driving supercars and has a Lamborghini Murcielago Roadster and a McLaren 600 LT in his collection, a track-oriented variant of the 570S with greater power, less weight, and better aerodynamics is the McLaren 600 LT. Its 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 engine generates 457 pound-feet of torque and 592 horsepower. It has a top speed of 204 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. This beast costs somewhere around $240,000. 14. Brandon Marshall, Porsche 911 GT3. In his 13-year career, wide receiver Brandon Marshall played for 6 different teams. Along with being a car fanatic, he also owns a Porsche 911 GT3. The naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat-six engine in the Porsche 911 GT3 high-performance model of the renowned sports vehicle produces 500 horsepower and 339 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 197 miles per hour and can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds. This beauty costs about $150,000. 13. Marshawn Lynch, Lamborghini Aventador. Legendary running back Marshawn Lynch played for both the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. He's renowned for running in beast mode, which has won him numerous fans and honors. Being the owner of a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, he's also renowned for his beast mode driving style. The flagship supercar's convertible variant, the Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, has a 6.5-liter V12 engine that produces 700 horsepower and 509 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 217 mph and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in under 2.9 seconds. This behemoth is going for about $450,000. 12. Julio Jones, Ferrari 458 Spider. Since entering the league in 2011, Julio Jones, a wide receiver with the Atlanta Falcons, has established himself as one of the most formidable players at his position. Because he owns a Ferrari 458 Spider in addition to other vehicles, he has also been one of the most fashionable players off the field. The 4.5-liter V8 engine of the Ferrari 458 Spider, a convertible version of the renowned mid-engine supercar, generates 562 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 199 mph and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in 3 seconds. This beauty costs somewhere around $260,000. 11. Aaron Rodgers, Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers has won 2 MVP honors and 1 Super Bowl championship during the course of his famous career. In addition, he enjoys driving and owns a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, among other cars. A Grand Tourer with gull-wing doors and a retro-inspired look is a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Its 6.2-liter V8 engine produces 479 pound-feet of torque and 563 horsepower. It has a top speed of 197 mph and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3.5 seconds. This vintage sells for about $200,000. 10. Brock Osweiler, Bugatti Veyron. Former quarterback Brock Osweiler spent his 7-year career with 4 different teams. Even though he wasn't very successful on the field, the Houston Texans signed him to a $72 million contract in 2016, proving that he was successful off it. Additionally, he splashed out on a Bugatti Veyron, one of the priciest and most exclusive automobiles in the world. A quad-turbocharged W16 engine in the Bugatti Veyron delivers an astounding 1,001 horsepower and 922 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 253 mph and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in under 2.5 seconds. This wonder costs somewhere between $1 and $3 million. 9. Cam Newton, 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass. The Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton took home the MVP award and led his squad to the Super Bowl in 2015. He's also renowned for his extravagant sense of style and passion for vintage automobiles. A custom 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass that he had Monster Customs in Atlanta rebuild and modify is one of his most valued possessions. The Oldsmobile Cutlass is a classy American muscle automobile with a strong V8 engine. Cam's rendition has customized wheels, a red leather interior, and gold embellishments. Although the cost of this gem isn't clear, it undoubtedly exceeds its initial worth. 8. Tom Brady, Aston Martin DB11. Tom Brady, who has won 3 NFL MVP awards, 4 Super Bowl MVP honors, and 6 Super Bowl rings, is perhaps the best quarterback to ever play the position. With an estimated net worth of $180 million, he's also one of the wealthiest athletes on the entire globe. The Aston Martin DB11 is one of the vehicles he can afford to purchase. The twin-turbocharged V12 engine in the British Grand Tourer Aston Martin DB11 produces 600 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 200 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in 3.9 seconds. This luxurious vehicle costs about $217,000 to purchase. 6. Von Miller, Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Since his debut in the league in 2011, Von Miller, an outside linebacker with the Denver Broncos, has established himself as one of the best defensive players in the league. The Super Bowl MVP, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year are just a few of the honors he has received. Additionally, he has received multiple salaries, which he has invested in spectacular vehicles like a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. The naturally aspirated V12 engine in the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, an Italian supercar, generates 731 horsepower and 509 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 211 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in 3 seconds. This beast costs approximately $595,309. 5. Patrick Mahomes, Ferrari 488 Spider. Since taking over as the Kansas City Chiefs starter quarterback in 2018, Patrick Mahomes has become one of the league's most impressive athletes. He has received numerous awards, including Offensive Player of the Year, NFL MVP, and Super Bowl MVP. A contract worth up to $503 million over 10 years, one of the largest in sports history, was also signed by him. In addition, he bought himself a brand new Ferrari 488 Spider, one of the most beautiful and potent vehicles on the road. The twin-turbocharged V8 engine in the Ferrari 488 Spider, an Italian supercar, generates 710 horsepower and 568 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 211 mph and can accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in just 3 seconds. This fantasy automobile costs about $280,000. 4. Ezekiel Elliott, Corvette Stingray C7. Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys purchases a Corvette Stingray C7 Z06 after signing a 4-year, $24.9 million contract. Arctic white with black metal wheels is Elliott's Corvette. Although his Corvette is not the costliest care, its estimated value of $60,000 indicates that it's an improvement over his previous vehicles. The swift sports car has been spotted being driven by the running back to practice sessions and games. In addition to buying his mother her ideal house in a new part of St. Louis, Elliott has purchased a fast car during his rookie season. 3. Odell Beckham Jr., Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Since making his debut in 2014, Cleveland Browns wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. has established himself as one of the league's most dangerous athletes. He has also been one of the most opulent athletes off the field, owning a Rolls-Royce Cullinan among other pricey vehicles. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan is the storied British company's first SUV and one of the most luxurious and opulent automobiles ever created. Its 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine generates 627 pound-feet of torque and 563 horsepower. It has a top speed of 155 mph and can go from 0 to 60 mph in 4.8 seconds. Odell's version of this masterpiece costs about $325,000, but it has some unique elements like an orange paint job, a hood ornament resembling his signature catch, and his initials inscribed on the headrests. 2. Matt Forte, Ferrari 458 Italia. The New York Jets running back lists his Ferrari 458 Italia as one of his favorite possessions. Matt Forte reveals that he appreciates his Ferrari not only for its speed and good looks, but also for how well it fits him. Many of the components on this red Ferrari, including the top, mirrors, and emblems, are made of carbon fiber. His tinted windows are ideal for hiding his identity when he drives around town. People would still stare at the Ferrari, even though they might not know who was driving it. Forte attempted to maintain his original Ferrari despite one of several NFL players who own one. 1. Antonio Brown, custom Rolls-Royce Wraith. Antonio Brown decks out his Rolls-Royce Wraith in the black and yellow colors of the Pittsburgh Steelers, making it one of the craziest vehicles any NFL star has ever owned. His initials and number are displayed on the side of the vehicle, which is wrapped in a galactic-inspired pattern. The wide receiver silhouette is also present. Among the Rolls-Royce cars, the Wraith has been deemed to be both the fastest and the most dramatic. The Wraith is not the only Rolls-Royce Brown possesses. He also has a Phantom and a Ghost, both of which have been painted to match the color of his team. This luxurious and most expensive vehicle is sold at a price of $735,000. And that's it for this video. We hope you enjoyed learning about some of the most expensive and luxurious supercars owned by NFL players. These are the cars that cost more than your life. Which one of these cars impressed you the most? Do you know any other NFL players that own supercars that we missed? Let us know in the comments below. See you in the next one.